It's that time of year again, August 10th, and that means that July 4th was over a month ago. Not that that means anything, of course. It's been 5 days as of when I wrote this script, and the fireworks event, as I'm calling it, in Arsenal has finally ended. Alongside the event, there was the usual update with new skins and new weapons. This update, in my opinion, while it did have an event with a couple of really good skins, has been hit or miss overall. First off, the weapons. I'm going to work from my least favorite to my most favorite weapons, and of course, that means I'm starting with the fireworks launcher. The poster toy for this update, the fireworks launcher is yet another RPG-type firearm, but with a few notable differences. It's not semi-auto like the others, being full auto, and it reloads its entire clip, which is in fact the right word, at once. However, these pros are far outweighed by its two big cons. It's got a sluggish travel time, and the damage is horrible. The fireworks launcher does 45 damage on a splash and 60 damage on a direct hit. That's much lower than other weapons, leading to a lower time to kill. Plus, the fact that it displaces targets more so than others, and its slower projectile speed, means you'll end up needing to fire at most 3 shots, and at least 2. It can also rocket jump, but this time there's more of an emphasis on jump. Lateral move speed after launching is quite low, but you can still move around at least a bit. My rating for this weapon? Oh god, please, kill it. Now, on a more positive note, it's the compound bow. That's right, an almost direct competitor to the crossbow. The differences are in the damage profiles and their overall general playstyle. While the crossbow is actually pretty fast for what I consider a piece of garbage, the compound bow makes you draw back the arrow before you can fire, slowing down your shots by, well, quite a bit. You can even release it earlier for the price of slightly reduced damage. The compound bow, thankfully, can actually one-shot at close range. Otherwise, ballistics are the same. Travel time, little audible noise, the works. My rating for this one, I don't like it all that much. For our first real firearm, it's the plasma launcher. Yes, this is technically a firearm. The plasma launcher is nearly unique in its properties of having no ammo count whatsoever and the little floaty bits on the side. That's right, there's no need to reload this whatsoever. It works in a sort of burst system, launching 3 team color spheres, apparently plasma, at anyone unfortunate enough to cross your path. While there is a delay in between bursts and travel time, it haunts me. The 60 per ball damage is enough to scare all but the most fearless, or stupid, of foes away. Rating, it's meh, I guess. Not really hurting anyone. Next up is both the Z80 and RA100. I'm lumping these two together due to their somewhat similar mechanics, but I will be going over each of them separately in their own little segment. The Z80 is a pistol in the vein of the Makarov M1911, but it's special, actually, because alien weapons are always special. It has a sort of charge function that lets it go from doing a measly 22 damage with 25 on headshots to a whopping 120 damage. More so on headshots, I don't use the feature enough to know. Now that is one powerful pistol. Thing is, it takes time, and is really gimmicky at best. However, it does have an uncapped fire rate. On the other hand, what doesn't take time is firing off the RA100. Like the plasma launcher, it doesn't require any ammo, nor reloading, but it is hit scan. Its hit reg is a bit iffy at times, but it's a laser shotgun, the hit reg is always going to be iffy. 10 damage per beam, best used at close range. It's decent, which is in fact my rating for these two. Gimmicky, but decent. The Little Tom is yet another pistol, with the best reload I've seen in this game, by far, for the most part. I mean, just look at it. Anyway, it's got nigh identical stats to the Makarov, but with the RPM delay of the Glock. It feels a bit sluggish to use, but at least it's not the Glock. There's not much more to say about this gun. It's okay. If I had the choice, I wouldn't really pick it. My rating for this gun? It's okay. And now for yet another goddamn pistol. The Deagle equivalent. I mean, the hand cannon. With a goofy and broken inspect animation, and the second best reload animation in this update, this does shape up to be a good looking weapon. Hit edge is precise, but damage is not quite gold with 42 body and 102 head. It's a worse Deagle in terms of stats, but it does look much better. One con, however, is the magazine size. It's tiny at 4 shots, so reloading will be quite frequent. My rating? Pretty, but ultimately inferior to the OG Desert Eagle. Well, that certainly seems disappointing. None of them really rank above a 3-star in my book. Let's get on to the only melee added, the Space Katana. It's a standard melee damage profile, 36 front, 150 back, and it ends the game if you get a kill with its golden variant. It looks pretty good at least, with floating half circles as a crossguard. My rating? It's just a skin, really. And speaking of skins, I'm not going to go over them in this video, because I care about the mechanics of this. They're okay. Material Man is cool. The event skins are everywhere. The usual. In conclusion, we got an event with a couple cool skins and some fairly meh weapons overall. Do I want a better update? I mean, I guess I do. Could it have been worse? Well, it's not 2.5, so yes. That's all for this video. If you liked it, make sure to let everyone else know by clicking the like button. And subscribe to make sure you don't miss new content. The bell icon does help. As always, I'm Stylet, and I'll see you all next Wednesday.